girl, me too. Hey, girls want girls where I'm from. Hey, girls want girls where I'm from. Girls want girls where I'm from. Hey, girls want girls.
See this video you just watched now. The first one was me working as a healthcare aide. I was actually trying to administer drugs to one of the residents. Then the second video is me working as a housekeeper. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It is Agozim here. I don't know why I'm so happy today. If you are new on this channel, my name is Chiagozim Ezibe, Agozim for short. On this channel, I share content about moving to Canada, life as an international student, how I've been navigating life ever since I moved to Canada, lifestyle content, anything on the side I feel you guys may enjoy. You guys may love to learn from me, from my experience. I share them on my channel. And if this is the kind of content you're looking for, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends, and I really appreciate that. So welcome to my channel. Okay, as you guys can see, today I'm very happy and bubbly. Not like I'm not a bubbly person, but I'm super bubbly today. You guys should guess why. Okay, first of all, I want to thank you guys for 1,000 plus subscribers. Oh my god, like when I got that notification from YouTube, I was like, is this really my channel? Not like I wasn't hoping to get to hit this milestone, but it looks so unreal, honestly. Considering the fact that I can be very inconsistent, because my program makes me super inconsistent on this channel. But when I come on board, I bring my A game here. You guys know now. You guys know. So I want to thank you guys for this 1,000 subscribers. I am super grateful. So as you guys can see from this title, this is a highly requested video, honestly. So in this video I'm going to be dividing this video into 3 parts. The first part of this video is going to be how I got my job. The second part of this video is how you can get a job. The third part of this video is like my advice, what helped me, and that is what this video is going to be all about. All right, so I'm going to start with the first part of this video, which is, I have a note here actually, which is how I got my first job. So let me give you guys a little background story. I moved here last year. I moved here September 2022. I moved here in fall, and I came 3 weeks late for my program. Coming here, getting to this place, I already like missed an exam. Actually, I already missed 2 exams. I had like a bunch of assignments already waiting for me to come and clear up. So the things on my list were write this exam, smash it, do these assignments, be caught up with my lectures. So getting a job was not my topmost priority as of the time I moved. So fast forward to December. After I finished my first semester in December, I traveled to Ontario to spend my Christmas break. When I got there, I started looking for a job. Which is something I shouldn't have done. I should have just relaxed, enjoyed my Christmas chicken, and not even bother myself. It was during winter. So before I traveled to Ontario, I created a resume for myself. I looked for jobs there on Indeed. I'm going to be listing like websites you can get jobs. So on Indeed, which is a website where they advertise for jobs, I went on Indeed. I started looking for jobs in Ontario because I knew I was going to be in Ontario for my Christmas break, which was going to be about 3 weeks long. On the job site, I was looking for jobs like Walmart jobs, retail jobs, fast food jobs. These were the kind of jobs I knew I could easily get without having to have any certification or anything. So I embarked on this journey, got to Ontario. Let's say I got to Ontario today. The next day, I carried my resume. I started going from one store to another. If you live in Ontario, if you know about Conestoga Mall, honestly, I don't think if there is any store at Conestoga Mall that I never handed my resume to. And when they every single day under the code, I entered those long buses when they're looking for a job. I got a lot of no's, a lot of we cannot employ you, a lot of okay, we're going to keep your resume, a lot of oh, we've already recruited people for the Christmas break, we cannot employ you. Yeah, and I got a lot of oh, she's a black person, we can employ her. But they didn't say it verbally, but that kind of racist look. So I got a lot of that. I never got the job I was looking for. I never even got any job at all. So most of the people that showed interest in me. The problem was that, okay, you don't live in Ontario, you live in Alberta. So after this your Christmas break, what happens? I thought, oh, okay, I'm going back to school. So it didn't make sense employing someone that would just work for you for 3 weeks and go back to school. They want to employ someone that would work and stay, maybe be going to school and also like keep their jobs. So it wasn't feasible for them. So they gave me that same, no, we cannot employ you. This was my first experience with looking for a job. So I came back to school in January after my Christmas break. I started looking for jobs again. So I went on this job website, started searching for jobs. Honestly, in my mind of mine, the kind of job I wanted to do was to work as a healthcare aide. But to work as a healthcare aide here, you need to have a certification to work as a healthcare aide. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I said, okay, you know what? Forget about it. I'm going to get any job I see, I do it. Even if it's a dishwasher, even if it's come and be sweeping outside, even if it's come and be mowing the snow, to be packing snow, I'm going to do it. I'm joking, I cannot pack snow before I'll have cold. So I started looking for a job. So I saw this job on the website. It's housekeeping job. I saw the pay, it was a little above minimum wage. I was like, what's there? I applied for this job. They called me and they told me that, okay, this is what the schedule is like. It's 9 shifts, blah blah blah. They gave me the schedule. I told them, okay, this is my school schedule. This is the time my lecture starts. We went on that. It wasn't working out because they were like, okay, your schedule and our schedule is not working, like cannot work together. They will look for another person. I got home, I bawled my eyes out. I was like, I need a job. Actually, I need a job now. I need a job. I prayed. I told God, please, I need this job. Then I called them back one day. I told them, okay, no problem, I'm going to work with you guys schedule. They told me, oh, they've already employed someone else for this role. Hey, I was like, the only glimmer of hope, the only light at the end of the tunnel has turned to NEPA has taken light. I said, so this is how I lost this opportunity. I said, no problem. I prayed. I said, God, you see this job? Let them call me and tell me that I'm getting this job. Guess what? The next day, they called me back and they told me that I should come to the place. Let me just fast forward. Long story short, I started the housekeeping job. So my very first job in Canada was housekeeping. Yes, was housekeeping. No lies. So I started this job. I was doing this job. I started doing this job. I was employed on the 31st of February. I started this job on the 1st of March, 2023. I started this job, was doing the night shifts, go to school. It was very, very tough. I'm not going to lie. When I do the night shift, it's an 8-hour shift. I do the night shift. I go to work at 11. I get off work at 7 in the morning. My class starts at 10 or sometimes at 9. I have barely a few hours to nap, then go to class, tired. And I still need to bring out my best self in class, to totally engage in my lectures, learn as fast as I can, come back, do my assignments. It was very, very tough. Let me say, that was like the toughest time of my life. When I got this job, when they employed me and I went for the first night, let me not forget, I went for my first night shift. During my training, I was trained for 3 nights because I told them I wanted night shifts because I go to school during the day. On the first day of my training, this job requires cleaning, sweeping, vacuuming 3 floors at midnight. I was like, because growing up, I grew up in a very big house. We cleaned a lot growing up. If you know me back from Enugu, we cleaned so much growing up. So I was like, maybe all the cleaning I did growing up was actually preparing me for the future, which is this job. Because my first training that night, I started reconsidering my back, my legs, my hands. You will clean the elevator, you will vacuum, you will clean the bathrooms, 3 floors. I said, what is this? It was so hectic. Then I have to go to school the next day. I told my sister, this job, I think I'm going to quit. My sister told me that just hang in there. Since you want to quit, just start looking for something else. You can't just stay out of a job. You can't just be unemployed. All right? You have needs. You have things you want to do with money. For you to make money, you have to work. I said okay. I started looking for ways to make the job like easier for me. I'll listen to music while working. I'll listen to NSPPD during the midnight. If you guys know NSPPD, I'll join in. Like, I had to look for ways to make this job much more interesting for me. And one fateful day, we were having a meeting. That day I did morning shifts. We were having like a staff meeting at work, and I overheard the care aid manager. Moreover, I forgot to tell you guys where I work. I work in an independent living facility where the elderly people live and get care. So I overheard one of the managers in charge of the care department saying that they needed someone, they were recruiting. So I went to her one day, like that day when I was cleaning the floor where her office was. I went to her and I engaged her in a conversation, and we started talking. I told her that I'm actually a nursing student. I told her my school. I told her I'm in first year. We got talking. Long story short, one day I went there to see her. That day it was like 35 minus 35. I went there. She was not expecting me. I told the manager that I wanted to see the care aid manager. That I wanted to see her. I wanted to speak to her because I was like, this care aid, if I can get a role there to work as a care aid and do less of housekeeping. I'm studying nursing. This is going to be like also like a learning ground for me. Not just to make money. I'll be making money and I'll also be learning. Do you understand? So I went to her. I told her that since you guys are recruiting, since you guys need someone, I'm actually a nursing student. She asked me a couple of questions. Can you do a head-to-toe assessment? Can you do this assessment? Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you do that? I told her, yes, I can do all these things. She said, okay, let her go and speak to the main manager. She went and spoke to the main manager. She came out and asked me some questions. She said she was going to give me an exam to write, that if I pass the exam, that they were going to employ me. Guys, they gave me an exam. I wrote the exam. Guess what? I passed the exam and they employed me. So this was how I went from being a housekeeper to a healthcare aide. Somebody scream grace. I didn't have to submit a new resume. I didn't have to make a new cover letter. I didn't have to hand in a new application. From me, it was just grace. And this was how I got this role. So where I work now, I still work in housekeeping department, but I work when they need me. And also I still work as a healthcare aide. I work when they need me, and she gives me shifts. No be grace with that. So I work in 2 departments in the same company. 2 different roles. 2 long, wide, different roles in the same company with 1 application. So in this second part of this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can get a job. Okay, when you come to Canada, or even before you come to Canada, do a research on the province you're going to. What kind of jobs do students get? What are like the easiest jobs that people can get? Now let me give you guys example of the easiest jobs that you can get, like retail jobs, working at McDonald's, working at Wendy's, working at Walmart, working at Subway, working at Subway, working at all these retail stores. You can work there and you can also make money. But the thing is that these fast jobs, they are survival jobs and they are minimum wage jobs. For someone coming to Canada, if you get a minimum wage job and you are working, and if you are coming now, I think you are still, you guys can be able to work full time, because as of last year, like for us that moved here, as of the time we moved, we are eligible to work full time. I don't know if it applies for new people coming to Canada, but I know that this privilege is going to is going to end by 31st of December 2023. So I don't know if you guys are also entitled to work full time. Just make sure, ask questions, and it can work for you. Okay, so how you can get a job is that when you come here, just do your own research, know the kind of jobs that you can easily get, and make a resume. Now, the difference between the resume that we use back home and the resume that we use here is that back home, your potential employer wants you to tell stories in your resume. Here, nobody has time to start flipping through pages to read a bunch of stories. Keep it very simple, short, and straight to the point. Bring your very good attributes, your very highest qualifications on the top list. Highest 2 pages resume is okay. Write a very resounding cover letter, and submit, and look up to God, who is the ultimate job giver, and you will get a job. Okay. Another way that you can get a job is that please make sure that you make connections. Ask questions. If you are going to a province, or you're in a school where there are lots of international students, ask them, have you gotten a job? Do you know places that are recruiting? Make connections. Make connections with people that you know that can help you, not with people that cannot do anything for you. Okay, here, shine your eyes. Let me tell you guys how connection actually helped me in my first role with this particular company I work with. After they told me that they cannot work with my schedule, actually I have a friend that works with this company. I told that friend of mine, because he didn't even know that I applied for a job in the first place. Before I went for the interview, I told him, okay, I applied for a job in this company. Though that was after I've already applied. I applied for a job in this company. I'm going for an interview there. He was the one I get it. I should mention his name. But I was like, are we still going to carry the same IM team from Nigeria to this Canada? When I got there, I got carried away. Actually, I did not mention his name during the interview. I was like, maybe let me just get this job based on merit and based on my abilities. Okay, if they want to take me, let them take me. They liked me. They were impressed with the interview. But because of how my school schedule was and how things were going, they cannot work with my schedule, I had to bring my friend in. I had to mention my friend's name in one of the phone conversations I had with them. I told them that actually my friend works with you guys. He told me that you guys needed a housekeeper. They were like, oh, you know this person? I was like, yes, he's my friend. So apparently the manager for this unit, this housekeeping unit, called this friend of mine, and they had a conversation, and he was like, yes, that he knows me. He knows me. And also, the 2 references I brought, one of my referees was my lecturer from my school. She told me that if I needed to look for a job and I needed reference, I should come to her. She gave me reference. And one of my friends that live here, she's a nurse. She also gave me reference. So they vouched for my character. They knew that I'm a good person. So they vouched for me. Plus, this is my friend too that works with this company. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that try to make good connection. Try to talk to people. Don't close your mouth and be like, I leave it in the hands of God. God has given you the wisdom, the knowledge to interact with other people. Interact with people. Have good reference. Ask questions. Ask for help if you need. If you're in a school like my school, and we are just 3 international students in my class, and 90% of my classmates don't even work. They just come to school and go home. So there was really no person I could have asked, oh, is your company recruiting? Where you're working, are they recruiting? But if you are privileged to be in a community, in a school where there are lots of international students, where there are lots of people that you know that are, they have jobs, or they are looking for jobs, or they're in the same situation like you, they can also help you, hook you up and tell you, oh, this place is recruiting, do this way, do this that way. That's why I say make good connections. Spread your wings. Spread your wings. Don't come and say, oh, I cannot do this job, it's below my person. I cannot do that job is below my person. Like I said, there is dignity in labor. Nobody cares if you are washing plates, as far as you can pay your landlord. When you pay your landlord your house rent at the end of the month, your landlord will not come and ask you, Simbi, so did this money come out from you being a dishwasher, or did this money come out from you being a farmer? Your landlord, cash at hand, money has entered his pocket. The third part I'm going to be talking about is like the website that helped me when I was looking for a job. The job site I visited that helped me to get this job. In as much as some people be like, they don't really work, they worked for me, and they can also work for you. Okay, so one of them is Indeed. All the interviews I got and all the jobs I applied on Indeed. Okay, this job I'm doing currently, I applied on Indeed, and I was picked from Indeed to come and do my interview. So when you come, I'm going to leave the name of this site on the screen when I'm editing this video. It's called Indeed, indeed.ca. So you go on Indeed, they have like a search bar there. You put the kind of job, you put like the city where you currently live, you put the city there, you put the kind of job you're looking for. When you put it, that there'll be like lots of jobs according to your search, is narrowed to your search, and it comes up, and you start scrolling and start reading the description, requirements for the job, applications that you need for this job. Start looking for the one that tailors to what you already have, that is tailored to what you already have. Then you start applying and start writing your cover letters, and you apply for the job. The next site is called Job Bank. I never use this job bank, but people use it and it works. People use it and it works. The next one is Zip Recruiter. Zip Recruiter is also another job site. So these are the three common ones I know that people use, but the most common of them all is Indeed. One thing I'm going to add is, not like I pray too much, but bad if you pray too much. Don't forget the place of prayer when you get to this place. Don't throw yourself away and be like, oh, I've gotten to the promised land, so prayer means nothing. Prayer means everything. Still pray, hand everything over to God. As we are kabashing to get your visa, you land, you no longer kabash. You need God most here. You need God. I'm a Christian, full-fledged one. You need God to survive in this country. If not, it don't be for you. So please pray, ask God for direction in everything you do, and you're going to get a job. One of the things you need to get a job is your SIN. Have an SIN. SIN means social insurance number. When you come to Canada, from me, when I came to Canada, like I said, I did not start looking for a job. I applied for my SIN I came here in September. I applied for my SIN end of October, and I applied online. It took about 2 weeks or maybe less, and they sent it to my mailbox. Guys, I think I've done justice to this topic. I've told you guys how I got a job, how you can get a job, where you can get a job, the kind of jobs you can get as a student. I don't know if there is any other thing I'm missing out in this video, but I think I've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like, share with your friends. And if you're moving here come September, I hope my videos and my ideas help you as you get to this place. And I pray for you that the land of Canada favors you. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. And wait, guys, if you guys have any other video suggestion you want me to film, anything you want me to talk about, whatever it is, I'm going to give you all the tea. Just tell me what you want me to record for you people. I'm going to see that I'm going to record it. All right, I'm going to catch you guys in my next video. Do give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share with your friends. And okay.